Every summer, both past and present UNC players used to return to Carmichael Auditorium to play pickup games. Naturally, the level of greatness garnered in the same gym is through the roof. It was no different in 1985. Any team we would have beat, said Kenny the Jet Smith about the collection of players that gathered in the summer after his sophomore year. Michael Jordan being there had a lot to do with it. Coming off his Rookie of the Year campaign with the Bulls, Michael had already announced himself as the next big thing in the basketball world. But coming back as a rising NBA superstar was a lot different than being one of the college guys admiring the pros on the other side. Jordan knew it, and according to Smith, he capitalized on it. According to Kenny, 4,000 people were watching the pickup games. Also, the Jordan that made his return to UNC wasn't the same Jordan that left college a year earlier. That Jordan had an obvious flaw in his game: lack of ball handling skills. He couldn't handle the rock in college, Smith said. Even at times, we played pickup and I'd be like, I got Mike. I'm like, I'ma get up under you. You can't handle the rock. He used to say, oh, you think you can guard me? I was like, yeah, cause your handle's whack. This Jordan, the 1985 version, didn't have that flaw. That's why Kenny was no longer looking to defend Michael during pickups. His whack handles used to make him predictable on offense. The one thing he could exploit while guarding him was no longer there. So instead of taking up the challenge of going head-to-head against MJ, the Jet wanted to play alongside him. And more often than not, he did, starting the summer before. At first, Kenny was the kid picked last, but as time went on, he proved himself, so much so that Michael started picking him first. The pros go on one end and the college players go on the other. Kenny said about Michael and Sam Perkins picking the teams. But you can cross over. As a freshman, you're just sitting, Smith continued. They're not picking you and you get on the court at the end. But about a week later, Michael is picking and he's like, I got New York. They used to call me New York. I was like, oh shit, I got picked first and there's 20 pros in the gym. So my confidence was boosted. Kenny and MJ went on to dominate the pickups, but once again, MJ stole the show. His unmatched competitive fire was always there, but that's the first time Smith saw its manifestation. Every time we win, you go get water and I'm watching Mike and he's standing in the middle of center court. I walk up and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I want them mofos to know that I'm not leaving the court. I'ma be the first to stand here and last, said Kenny via All the Smoke. Kenny joined him and the two continued to dominate the legendary UNC summer pickups, and for the first time, he realized that Michael's domination would also transfer into the NBA. He also knew that there would be a lot of trash talking to go along with it, but from that moment on, the Jet knew MJ would always back it up.